Hello, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. It is almost February, so we are going to do all the star signs for February 2022. Very exciting. So we're going to be using the Aquarian deck, and we're going to be using the amethyst runes because it's mostly Aquarius in February, and amethyst is the stone for February. I only have this sort of thing in February, so I'm awfully sorry. But anyway, I'm not sorry though, because I get to do it for the February birthday. Well, not February birthday. It is people who have February birthday this month, so I will certainly do a shout out to Aquarius and Pisces. So let's get started. I'm going to put the star signs in the description, and you can click on your star sign and get your forecast for February. I will see you there. Bye. Hello, Taurus. So, Taurus, we're going to start with a card from the Aquarian deck. It's going to set the scene for, oh my gosh, for February. And we're going to draw some runes for a little splash reading for February for you. So what is going to happen for Taurus in February? Oh my gosh. Yikes, man. Although I have to say the Tower is one of my favorite cards, if not my favorite card, because the Tower has to come down. I'm all about things getting on with themselves, and it needs to come down. So it's going to be, but it's also going to be, well, good. So, so our central issue for February for Taurus is we have Ansu's reversed. Now, Ansu's is the rune of communication and manifestation, mostly communication, especially in this context. I'm seeing a breakdown of communication, silence, a time for listening. What led up to this is things just weren't moving. Things were not moving. We have Avaz. Avaz is the rune of the horse. It has to do with movement, also spirit, but mostly movement in this particular context. It's reversed. So things were not moving, and there's been a breakdown of communication, and whatever was precariously maintained is coming down. So what will help you? Well, there was something that you were kind of beginning. It's a good idea to back burner that beginning at this point. Sort of go back to the beginning inside. This is Berkana. It's the birch tree rune. It has to do with beginnings and birth. So it's basically what's going to help you is turning the incubation of things inward and sort of backburnering beginnings. What will not help is you're going to feel like this is just one more setback. I've been waiting so long, and now finally, and like I thought I was going to get on with things, and now I'm not, because it feels like it's taking forever. So it's Ivaz, which is the rune of the yew tree. It is on what is not helping, so you're going to be very impatient. The impatience is going to be what will drag you down if you let it. If that starts to be the case, go, you know what, I want to do this right. So just bring yourself back to where you're going to turn your beginnings inward. Berkana also sometimes has to do with family, so maybe this could be a family thing, and maybe what you have to do is sort of take a break from family for a little bit, sort of go, okay, just sort of close the door for a little bit on that. So maybe that's something that's going on for you, but either way, the Tower always has to come down, so this is something that you just have to let happen. Because it couldn't have been maintained. So your next step after that, and this is basically all within February, so oh my gosh, crazy. So I'm so sorry, but you'll get through it, and the Tower has to come down. And what is the outcome of this is going to be a real influx of energy that you didn't realize you were missing, and that's a big deal because it's sort of been all pent up, and now. Sorry, this is Sovilo, the sun. It has to do with source energy. Now that this is coming down, now that this has come down, all of this pent-up energy from like things aren't moving, communication's not working, blah, 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 this can flow again, which is amazing. So you will come out, it's going to be crazy, but it's going to free up a lot of energy for you. So that, Taurus, is your reading. Wow. Good luck, Taurus. I wish you all the best. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. This is the intermission music while I get things ready for the next reading. Hello, Virgo. So Virgo, I am going to do lay you down a card from the Aquarian deck, the Chariot. Triumph of will under difficult circumstances. And let's see what the amethyst runes have to say for you for February, for Virgo. Okay. Oh, neat. We had that for the last sign as well. So Virgo, your February is going to look like a lot of, you're going to be like struggling with the forces that be, but you are going to triumph. You're going to be able to direct what's going on in the way that you want to. So that's at least some reassurance, because you're coming from a place of real chaos right now. Like what led up to this is just total chaos. But right now you're working with other people. Right now you are face to face with other people in humanity. Sorry, I should be clarifying as I go. This is Hagalaz, the rune of the hailstorm, and it has to do with chaos, the uncontrolled uncontrollables. And here you are with Manas, which is the rune of humanity, and your part in it. So you are using that, and you're facing each other, and you're working on things. You're working things out. You're sorting things out, and it's sort of a battle of wills, but you are going to triumph. What will help you, and this is really interesting because this and this were the same runes in the same spot in the previous reading, so it doesn't really matter for you, but it's, as far as you're concerned, it's new. So what's going to help is we have Barkana reversed. Barkana is the rune of the birch tree. It has to do with beginnings and birth. It also sometimes has to do with family. So I'm going to read this a few ways. One, if there was something that you were trying to begin, you might want to turn that inward for a bit. You might want to back burner a beginning until you get things sorted out. You might also want to tap into your deep yin side, your deep yin identity that you're sort of bringing out into this. Actually, it's sort of like you're through this. You're developing a new you, and this is very exciting for you to see, this new you. I was going to bring in the whole thing about maybe family is, maybe this is family that you're dealing with, and maybe you're going to have to be like, sort of step back so you can get an outside view of this as well, which might also help. What won't help is don't give up. We have Raido, which is the rune of riding, which is the journey rune, and it is reversed and it's on the lower line. So giving up will not help you, so it will just make things worse. Stick with it. You are going to triumph in this. You are going to succeed in what you're hoping to do. With this, and if you start to feel like giving up, go, no, you know what, I'm becoming somebody much stronger and somebody new through this. And what this is going to lead to is we have Sovila, which is the sun rune, and that's a new inflow of nourishing source energy that you didn't have before. So that looks amazing, Virgo. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening and a happy February, and I will see you real soon. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Capricorn. So I'm going to start with a card from the Aquarian deck, and I'm also going to throw down a splash reading with the amethyst runes, and the amethyst runes are going to tell you what this is all about. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. My goodness gracious. Okay, this is all very coordinated, it looks like. This is very much speaking to itself and to each other, which you're going to see in a second. So your card is the Knight of Pentacles, and this has to do with somebody who's driven by practical things and riding forward for practical reasons. So here you are, you have a quest, you're going to do something, you take care of something very grounded and very practical, and you need to do it. Your central issue right now, we have Fehu. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth, so that's very much coordinated with Pentacles, which does have to do with wealth and worth. That's your focus right now. You really want to, maybe you've got like a venture going on where you're wanting to increase that. Leading up to this, we have Algiz. Algiz is the rune of the elk, and it has to do with protection and support. You are coming from a really good supported place, so you're moving forward into that. It's like, let's find your fortune. So you're sort of riding forward to find your fortune at this point. What is going to help you is, and this is it's kind of funny, but we'll talk about it. This is Nauthiz, the rune of need. It always says tend to your needs, but when it's reversed like it is here, it says drop everything and tend to your needs. So you can't just ride out without making sure that you have all your needs tended. You can't ride out without food, water, a map, everything, a bed, things that you're going to need when you ride out to seek your fortune. And that's what this is saying, is like drop everything before you just rush out like Bilbo Baggins without his handkerchief. Just take care of everything you need. Make sure you have your handkerchief. What will not help is exactly that. We have Sovilo, it's the rune of the sun, it's the rune of source energy. It's this like this blaze of energy you suddenly have, and you're going to ride out and you're going to forget your handkerchief, and that's not okay. So make sure you've got everything you need when you set out for this. Be prepared. And what this is going to lead to is really a situation where, because you come from a supported place in this before you started out, and because you've taken the time to tend your needs and make sure that you have everything you need for this, you are going to be able to follow your heart with this. I know it's kind of weird to say that since you set out with a very practical drive, but really follow your heart. We have Laguz, which is the rune of all the watery stuff. It's the lake, so it's intuition, emotion, intuition, and heart. So really just follow your heart. In this, everything's taken care of. As long as you got everything practical taken care of, follow your heart into this and it will not steer you wrong. You're riding forward to seek your fortune, and that's awesome, Capricorn. So I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Aquarius, and happy birthday month. And we are going to do a card from the Aquarian deck, Two of Cups, very nice. And we're going to set down a splash reading from the amethyst runes. So let's see what we have for that. Ooh. Interesting things to read. Okay. Okay, Aquarius, you are in a situation where you're either in agreement with somebody, you're having an agreement with somebody, or you're just sort of in a very emotionally pleasant relationship with somebody right now. You're sort of exchanging emotions, and it's very, very nice. So that's lovely. Or if you're not with anybody, or if you're not pursuing anybody, or if you're not doing this whole thing, the relationship thing, maybe this is an aspect of self that you are coming to very nice terms with. Either way, it's you and another, either external or internal, that you are coming to great grace and peace with emotionally. So what your central issue is in the runes is you are listening. You are listening. You are actually being silent and listening at this point. You're paying close attention. We have Ansuz, which is the root of communication and manifestation. Communication is inward, which is why I did say this could be an internal dialogue where you're coming to terms with, you're finding peace with a part of yourself, an aspect of yourself, because this could be an internal communication. If it's external, then you are listening, and that's a good thing as well. Leading up to this, we have Kaunas reversed. Now, Kaunas is the rune of the torch or the fire. It has to do with the spark, like something small like a spark or an ember that turns into a blaze, it expands. This is reversed, but it's on the path line. So it's something that's honing and focusing. So you've honed and focused, and you are now either very closely listening or you're listening to your inner voice, inner communication. So what's going to help you there? And again, I keep leaning towards inner because we've got a lot of indicators that this is an inner dialogue, but it could still be a very, very intimate dialogue, a very intimate connection. So either inner or intimate. What will help you is we have Pertho reversed. Pertho is the rune of the lot box. It has to do with fate and surprises, but surprises that were already there, and it is reversed, but it's on the helping line, which says you're going to find out something about yourself that you did not know before. It's something that was always there, but it's going to become revealed through this act of listening, whether this is with somebody else or with some inner aspect of self. So that's exciting. What will not help you is Ingvaz. Ingvaz is the rune of active communication. It's Ing's rune. Ing's another name for Frey. Frey is the fertility god. Don't force things. It has to do with active creation, and it is in the what isn't helping line. If you try to force things, it's going to ruin it. So it's going to sort of mar what you're doing. If you start to feel like you want to force things into a shape, bring yourself back up to where you're listening, and where you're listening, whether to an outside person or whether it's intimate or inner, you're going to listen, you're going to find out things about yourself, and that's what's going to drive you forward. And what this is going to lead to is a great sense of stillness, calm, and clarity. We have Isa, it's on the path line. Isa is the ice rune. It has to do with standstill. Also stillness and calm and clarity, things that can just be. So that's very exciting for you, Aquarius. Just this, you don't feel like you have to push. You just, everything is as it can be, and it can just be. So that, Aquarius, is your reading for February 2022. I wish you a happy birthday, and I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Gemini. So I'm going to start with a card from the Aquarian deck, Two of Pentacles. You're balancing something. Let's get a splash reading from the runes, which are the Aquarian runes. It's the amethyst runes, and see what that's all about. Because you are attempting a balance, and it's like a life balance. You're working on your life balance. What your central issue is, that's what this is. What your central issue is represented by Ivaz, which is the rune of the yew tree. It has to do with patience and slow development. This is something you've been working on for a while. You've sort of been, like, you haven't been following your heart. We have Laguz, which is the rune of the lake, so it's all the watery stuff, the emotion, intuition, and heart. It is reversed, and it's on the path line. So it's like you found that you weren't following your heart as much as you wanted to. So you're seeking inward for your heart. So you want to find this balance because you're almost underwater. Your hat's basically almost floating. So you want to find a balance so you can stay afloat. It's going to take time. You feel like it's already taken too much time, but you have to be patient with this. This is not something you can figure out without a lot of trial and error. What's going to help you the most is listen to your inner voice. We have Ansu is reversed on the upper line. This is what's helping you. So focus in, turn inward. You already started to turn inward when you realized something was wrong. So turn inward, feel inward, listen to your inner voice, and let that inform you what you need as you seek this balance. What will not help you is you're worried about how much time this is taking. This is Yira, it's the rune of the harvest. It also has to do with time. So you're worried about how much time has passed already, how little time you might have left. You want to get this done instantly, like that, and you can't. So please try to be patient, have those conversations with your inner voice. That's what's going to lead you to where you need to be. And the next step is, the outcome of this is you're going to know immediately what you need to drop right now, everything, and fix. Because this is Nauthiz, it's the rune of need, and it is reversed on the path line. Normally the rune of need says you need to do this, you need to tend your needs. When it's reversed, it says drop everything. This is an emergency, you need to take care of this. But you're not going to know what the emergency is until you listen to your inner voice. So that, Gemini, is your reading. Good luck. I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Libra. I'm going to wipe this down because this is exciting. Okay, Libra, what is your card? Wow. Everybody's coming at you. Everybody's saying, you ought to do this and you ought to do that, and you have your own will and you know what you want to do, and you're like fending them all off. It's like, stop it. Stop telling me what to do. I know what I need to do, is what you're doing. Yeah, so right now you're having problems with the din of humanity. The din. The din. That's that. Yeah. Okay. So here you are. You have your will, you know what you want to do, you know what you need to do, but there's so many people coming at you right now going, you need to do this, and you need to do that, and you didn't want to do that, you wanted to do this, and it's like, I know what I wanted to do. So right now, we have Manas as your central issue. Manas is the rune of humanity and your place in it as far as your part in it. And it's reversed and it's on the past line. So it's like you are wanting to just shut that all out. You're wanting to shut the door on humanity for a bit and just say, no, you know what? I know what I need. Stop badgering me. I need to do what I need to do. Leading up to this, we have Berkana. Berkana is the rune of beginnings and birth. It also has to do with yin identity. So if you identify as female, then this might be your identity. It might also be inner developing identity. So a new identity that is developing, a new you that is developing. It could also be a project that you have been trying to begin that you now had to put on hold, that you have had to put this project on hold for now. So it could be any number of those things. It's basically a lot of things that it could be. Birth and beginnings reversed on the path line. So you're coming from that, you're in a situation where you're like, I can't handle the din of humanity at the moment. I can't even. So you're going to have to, you're sort of like, I have to close the door on these people. I want to be nice to them, but I also want to say, shut up. So, so what's going to help you is, let this be known. Be absolutely clear about this. We have Dagas, which is the breaking of the day. So blaze out with this. Let it be absolutely clear and illuminated for everybody. It's like, shut it up. Shut up. Shut up. And this is what you're going to be saying. And you're going to make it clear to everybody. And you're going to close the door and say, now this is what I need to do. What isn't going to help is continuing to be open. We have Kaunas, which is the rune of opening and expansion, and the torch, the fire. It's upright. It's on the lower line of what isn't going to help you. If you just keep being open and being bombarded by this, it's just going to drain you, and it's going to stop you from being able to do what you know you need to do. So just, if that starts to be the case, it's like, no, you know what? No. I was clear the first time. I'm going to be clear every time. No, I'm doing what I know I need to do. Then you can move forward, and your outcome is home. We have Othala, which is the rune of the home and the homeland. It's also sanctuary and all that good stuff. So you're going to be able to have home. You're going to finally feel like you're in your comfort zone once you've sort of closed that door on all the din of humanity that's trying to get at you. So that, Libras, is your reading for February. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Aries. So Aries, we're going to start with a card from the Aquarian deck, and we're going to see what this is. Okay, Aries, you've got a lot that you're sort of perusing. You're sort of considering a lot of options right now. You're window shopping for life choices. So I'm going to lay down some runes, splash reading of runes, so that we can, is that blank? It is. Okay. Splash reading runes so we can see some clarification about this. There's Dagas in the helping line again. We just had that, so that's cool. Alrighty, Aries, you have a lot of options in front of you. You are considering a lot of different options for moving forward. Each of these is tied to a potential new identity for you, and it's all very exciting and lots to choose from, and each one of them beckons, although I get the sense that you may have already chosen which one you really want, but all of the other ones are viable. So you're coming from a space of, you're feeling like there really wasn't anything. Everything was very, very like mist, like fog. And you didn't feel like you were moving forward or backward, and you didn't know what you were doing or where you were going. But then you found out something, or you're hoping to find out something about yourself that you didn't know before. You're waiting for some revelation about, Pertho, it's the rune of the lot box, surprises, fate, and all that reversed on the path line. I am inclined to think that this has to do with finding out something about yourself, just having something revealed about yourself that was always there, but you never actually focused on it before. You never acknowledged it to yourself. It may also be a negative surprise that has kicked you into awareness of, you know what, I got to choose a path. So that's what you're looking for. And it's something that you're emotionally tied to. All of these have an emotional pull for you. So you sort of have a good idea of which one you want to go with, but you're really, all of them have like an equally good argument for you. What is going to help you is let the one of these that is really the one that you really want to know, just let that blaze forward. One of them is going to do that. We have Dagas, it's the rune of the breaking of the day. One of these is going to shine brighter than the other one, and you're going to know which one that is. What isn't going to help is, again, all of these are before you. We have the harvest rune, it's Yira, and it also has to do with time. So there's also a component of how much time has passed, how little time is left, I need to choose. So you're going to feel a bit rushed, but also just the abundance of what's in front of you to choose from can drag you down. So again, just wait for the dawn on one of these. Like one of these is going to really shine and definitely be the one that you want to go with. And your outcome for this is great inner strength. We have Uruz reversed. Uruz is the rune of the wild ox, the aurochs, and it is reversed and it's on the path line. So it's basically, you're going to find out, you're going to see which one of these you're going to go with, and you're going to feel this great surge of inner strength. It's looking good. You're going to know, and then you're going to be like, okay, now I know, and you can move forward. So that, Aries, is your reading. I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Leo. So, Leo, let's see what we have for you on the Aquarian deck. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So a lot of things up in the air. The wheel is spinning. Could stop on any of them. So let's see what we have. Nice. With the runes clarifying. Alrighty. There's two more to make a splash. Make a splash reading. Okay. So your central issue is Vunyo. Vunyo is the rune of joy. Your focus really right now is on, you're seeking happiness, you're seeking joy. It's been a long time where it's like been winter. It is winter where I am, but but it's been like a winter of your life where things have felt frozen, things have felt like they're in a standstill. We have Isa, which is the rune of ice. So things have felt pretty frozen. You're hoping for something to move at this point, and what you're seeking is happiness. You're just looking for joy. So this is sort of in motion. You're sort of hoping that it will land on the right thing. What's going to help is embrace the challenge that this is. This is like an impossible challenge. And through being impossible and the fact that it's the Wheel of Fortune, it's just sort of going to be the luck of the draw ultimately, but it's going to be, you have to trust that it's going to be the right one that's going to get you over, because this is Thurizaz, it's the rune of the challenge. It's the thorn, the giant, the gateway. It's reversed on the upper line, so it's about as impossible as it seems. So just sort of acknowledge the impossibility of this challenge that you're facing, and sort of embrace it as yours. And you're going to get past it. Time is going to carry you there. What isn't going to help is, it's really an interesting read. This is Pertho, which is the rune of the lot box. It has to do with fate. It has to do with surprises that were always there. It's almost like you're wanting to push the river a bit on this. You're going to try to force fate, but also you're worried about your fate. It's like, yeah, but what if this lands on, oh, well, you lose, try again next time. That's probably not going to happen. In fact, it's not going to happen, because there's no situation which is just so hopeless where that's the case for the most part. And but I mean, I'm thinking it's going to be pretty positive, because no matter which end you fall on, whether you embrace this impossible challenge as your own or whether you are worried about fate and are trying to force it, either way, you are going to get through this and the energy is going to flow again. This is ice, this is the sun. So the sun will shine again. It's just a matter of time, and you will have this inflow of source energy that you didn't have before, and things are going to feel better. So things are going to feel better. Acknowledge and embrace the challenge that you're going through right now. Try not to push the river. Think about happiness. Keep your mind on that. And you are going to get to where you're going to get that inflow of energy that you were missing when things were at a standstill. So that, Leo, is your reading. I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius, what do we have for our cards? 10 of Cups, Happy Home. Looks great. This looks really nice for February. You're going to be very comfortable. Whether or not you're going to be with somebody or with family, you're going to have a very comfortable sense of home this month in February. Let's see what our... Looking lovingly at each other. Let's see... And comfortable to feel your emotions, just basically to be emotionally at home as well. So what do we get from, okay, there's home. Perfect. So, yes. This is very good. Very nice. Okay, Sagittarius. This February, comfortable, emotionally comfortable, happy home, and your focus is on home. We have Othala, which is the rune of the home and the homeland, sanctuary. It's all good. You're going to feel very comfortable. You're going to feel very much in your comfort zone. You're going to feel at home, and if not, then you're seeking it. Basically, if you're not there yet, you are seeking it. So leading up to this, we have Fehu reversed. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. Reversed, it has to do with confidence. It also has to do with sort of wondering about your worth, sort of worrying about that. I'm seeing this more about sort of a transition from wondering about your worth to realizing your worth and that you have confidence in that. So here you are either seeking home, thinking about home, or feeling home, which is really good. And this is all about that. What is going to help you is the fact that you are supported. You do have support, and it's not just inner support. This is upright. It's algaes. It's the rune of the elk or the elk sedge. It has to do with protection and support. You are supported, and so that's actually going to go a long way towards creating this comfortable sense of home that you are feeling this month. What isn't going to help is you're going to be worried about, every time things are good, something's going to go wrong that I can't control. And that can drag you down. So we have Hagalaz, which is the rune of the hailstorm. It's chaos, it's natural forces, it's the uncontrolled uncontrollables. That could drag you down if you let it. Right now, just be in this. Like, if you are feeling comfortable and if you are feeling emotionally comfortable and supported, just enjoy that, bask in it. Everything changes, so just enjoy this. Enjoy it. Don't be worried about the next thing. And what your outcome is going to be is a greater sense of inner strength, because you have this as your foundation, as your base. You have this sense of comfort and support and home. You're going to feel very supported, and that's going to lend a lot to your inner strength. So you're going to be coming out of February feeling a lot stronger inwardly than you were before. This looks really, really good, Sagittarius. Yay! So I wish you a lovely February. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Pisces. So, Pisces, we're going to draw a card from the Aquarian deck. And the Aquarian deck says, oh my gosh. 10 of Swords, you're exhausted. You are just burned right the heck out. And I am really sorry to hear that, Pisces. So let's see what the runes have to say. Okay. Alrighty. Very good. Nice. Okay, good. It has a happy ending, so I'll tell you that right now. So yes, 10 of Swords for Pisces for February. You are exhausted. You have, like, all of your energy is just needing to be recharged. You are just out. Down for the count. But this also means that you are in a state where you are going to be recharging. So it's not like the end of everything. It's just like you're just wiped out. You need to take this time to rest. Leading up to this, let's do central issue because this ties in with that. We have Nauthi's reversed. Nauthi's is the rune of need. Upright, whenever you see Nauthi's, it means tend your needs. But when you see it reversed, it means drop everything and tend your needs. This is an emergency. So again, you're going to have to stop what you're doing. You are burned out. You need to stop. You need to take care of your needs. You need to just rest and let yourself recharge. Leading up to this, we have Ansus. Ansus is the rune of communication and manifestation. So I'm going to read this a couple of ways. One, you may have been working really, 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 really hard to manifest something, to bring something into the world, to just create something, like to create something and manifest it and make it happen. And you're exhausted. You've used all your resources for this. This may also be a communication issue. This may also be that you're just exhausted from trying to, from communication, from maybe you're an introvert and you've been just too social and you need to recharge. That could be the case, Pisces. Or it could be just maybe there's a communication that's going on that is draining you. So it could be any one or any number of those things. It does have to do with, what led up to this does have to do with Ansus. So it's communication and manifestation. Something to do with that has led to you being completely drained to the point where you have to say, time out, stop everything, I need to recharge, this is really important. And what's going to help you here is just be still. We have Isa, which is the rune of ice. It has to do with standstill. It has to do with stillness. It has to do with ultimately clarity, but you need to stop. You need to stop and you need to just be still. What isn't going to help you, we have Kaunas reversed. Kaunas is the rune of it's the torch, it's the fire. It's anything, it's like expansive, but it has to do with honing down to a point when it's reversed, and it's in the lower line. So you're worried about narrowing your options. You're worried about sort of shutting down, but you need to, because you've been blazing off too much energy. So you need to just try not to worry about this. You know, I know you're a very loving person, and you always want to be open and there for people, but you need right now to drop everything and take care of this. You need to be still. So that's where that is. So your next step is, like, not long after you do this, you are going to feel so much better. We have Funyo, which is the rune of joy. So you are going to feel joy again, and it's probably the first time for a while that you've felt joy, just by taking this moment of being still and not opening yourself up and just letting your energy restore itself. So do that, and you are going to get back in touch with your joy. You're going to feel joy again, and so that looks really good. So Pisces, good luck in February with that, and have a lovely February, and have a lovely day or evening. I wish you that, and take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Cancer people. So, Cancer, we have a card for you from the Aquarian deck, and it is the Hanged Man. And what do we have for the runes? I'm going to throw down a splash reading that is going to give you the the rest of the story for February 2022. Okay, so the Hanged Man has to do with surrender to an experience, really. Like, it has to do with, this is happening, and you know what? This is in my life, so it's mine, and I'm going to surrender to it, and I'm going to experience it. So here you are, you've been experiencing this, the totality of human experience. Our central issue is manas. So this does have to do with you and your place in humanity, your part in humanity, and as part of the human experience, you're probably dealing with other people, and that's what's sort of led to this. This is like a course that you've signed up for. So what led up to this is we have dagas. So there's been a big revelation, something that is not ignorable. This is the breaking of the day. Something that you can't ignore has come into every aspect of your life. And so you've basically chosen to surrender to this. This is by choice. This is something he's doing by choice, Cancer people. So he's sort of like, okay, you know what? If this is on my plate, then this is what I'm going to eat to experience this. It's all about experience, and so I can only be stronger for that. And so you're doing this. You are taking your part in this, and you are doing this. What is going to help you is exactly what you've been doing. Be open to the natural flow of this. We have Hagalaz, which is the rune of the hailstorm. It has to do with chaos. It has to do with natural energies. It has to do with the uncontrolled uncontrollables. And what you're doing is surrendering to it, which is basically what is going to help you, letting it wash over you. It's like, I will permit it to pass over me and through me. So what will not help is seeing it as a very, very negative surprise and a very, very negative fate. We have a Pertho, which is the rune of the lot box. It has to do with fate. Negative surprises, it is on the lower line. So it's just, if you let this happen, if you let this fill your field of vision where you're like, my fate is horrible. My fate, this is my fate, and it's awful, and I should be miserable. Don't let that happen. This is nature. This is basically, you have chosen that the best way to ride out the storm is to ride out the storm. And that's the only way to ride out the storm, is to just surrender to it, let it pass over you, and let it pass through. And after that, you will be in a situation where you can shape things. It's like, let things happen naturally, and then you can shape things once you see it all on the table. And that's where you're at next. That's your outcome for February. Is we have Ingvaz, which is the rune of Ing. Ing is another name for Frey. Frey is the fertility god, and it has to do with active creation. So once you've gone through all of this natural craziness of the hailstorm, embracing the hailstorm, embracing this blaze of the sunrise coming in and filling everything, then you can work with it. In the afternoon, you can work with it. So that, Cancer people, is your reading for February 2022. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening, and I wish you a lovely February. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Scorpio. So, Scorpio, we're going to start with... Ooh. Ouch, Scorpio. This is your reading for February 2022. I'm sorry to see this, because that's never pleasant. Throwing down a splash reading of runes. See what this is about. Okay. So, Scorpio, we have an issue with... it's like the people closest to you, and you're going to feel, it's like there's going to be a loss. You're going to feel like there's a loss. Even if there isn't a loss, it's like there's a bit of mourning that you're going through. This is sort of like a mourning rune. So you are sort of feeling your heart is hurting a bit. So I'm really sorry. What you are in a situation of is that your heart is hurting, but I get the sense that this is something that you are waiting out. It's something that is emotionally painful, but you're waiting out this situation. It's like it's a stretch of path. We have Ivaz, which is the rune of that, and it's the rune of the yew tree, so it has to do with patience and slow growth and slow development. There was something that was created. We have Ingvaz, which is the rune of Ing, another name for Frey. Frey is the fertility god, so it has to do with active creation. That's what has led to this, something that was actively created, and now you're in a situation where you're basically riding it out, and you're just being patient. You're being patient with it, step by step, just basically focusing on the next step. What will help you in this is this. We have Algies reversed. Algies is the rune of the elk or elk sedge. It has to do with protection and support. It is reversed, but it's on the upper line, which means you are able to support yourself. You are able to protect yourself and support yourself. So keep that in mind. You do have that. And there's even Algies both reversed and upright in this card. So there's Algies upright and there's Algies reversed. So it is something that you have within yourself that you are able to do. You're able to protect yourself and stand up for yourself and support yourself. So that's what's going to help you through this. It's, just step by step. What isn't going to help is we have Manas reversed. Manas is the rune of humanity, and your part in it. It is reversed, and it's on the lower line of what isn't helping. So you're sort of really disappointed with a lot of humanity right now, and that can drag you down if you let it. So if that starts to be the case, just remind yourself, it's like, yes, humanity can sometimes be awful, but I know how to take care of myself. So I can ride this out, I can take care of myself. And what this is going to lead to, the outcome is you're going to know exactly what you need to do to keep your needs tended. We have Nauthies and it's upright. So it's not an emergency, but it's just like as I come to it, step by step. as I work through this heart-hurting section of path, I'm going to tend the needs as I come to them. And I know I can see clearly what my needs are, and I'm going to deal with that. So that, Scorpio, is your reading for February. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Ophiuchus! It's Ophiuchus time, and we have the Ophiuchus Snaky for the Ophiuchus reading. So, this is a reading for Ophiuchus for February. Your card from the Aquarian deck is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is someone who nurtures endeavors that have to do with practical things like money and being grounded and belongings and all that good stuff. There's a fuzzy on my cloth. So let's see what the runes have to say about that. Okay, there we go. Very nice, Ophiuchus. Let's see what your final rune in the splash is. Okay, so your central issue is Hagalaz. Hagalaz is the rune of the hailstorm, and it has to do with chaos and natural forces. However, sort of you're in a state that you feel like there's a lot of chaos going on, and so you're actually you're going to be seeking to develop, with your nice fur coat on, not necessarily real fur, but you're dressing for the occasion, and you're seeking to make something out of this that is to sort of generate something out of this that can be used practically. So leading up to this, you've been very strong. You're coming to this from a place of great strength. You're already feeling very strong about things, and so when the storm hit and you're in this chaos, you feel grounded enough that you just can put on your coat and you can say, okay, what can I make out of this? Because I can make something out of this. I can make something out of anything. So what's going to help you with this is Ivaz, and Ivaz is the rune of the yew tree, and it has to do with patience and slow growth and slow development. So bit by bit, you're going to be able to piece something together from this. You're going to be able to make something out of it. What isn't going to help is we have Sovilo. Sovilo is the rune of the sun, and it has to do with source energy, and it has to do with things blazing in, and I think that's what the deal is with this, is this natural force that's come in. This is chaos. This is something you can't, it's out of your control, and you're in this state of it, in the middle of the storm. It came on, it was so natural, and it just filled your entire field of vision, and you could let yourself become lost in it if you let yourself become lost in it. But you do have a mission with this, and so step by step through this, you have your focus. You know that step by step you are going to make something out of this. This may be crazy and uncontrollable and hitting you in the face with little tiny pieces of ice, but you are dressed for the occasion, and you are grounded, and you know what you're doing. And what this will lead to is a much greater sense of being able to stand up for yourself amidst humanity. You can really hear your own drummer, and you're able to move forward without being swayed by either a hailstorm or the din of humanity telling you, you should do this, you should do that. Don't worry about that, Ophiuchus, you got this. So that, Ophiuchus, is your reading for February. I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye!